This video is brought to you by...
If you know, you know. Come shop with my man.
Come through, man.
We got socks, hats, shirts, hoodies, shorts. And he show love if you show love.
Man, you already know what it is, man. We coming straight out of Baltimore, man. We going worldwide, man. Cool green clothing, man. We on the block with it, man. 215 West Saratoga Street. Pull up on us, man. Sure enough, man.
Shout out to Tony 2 times, nigga, the Baltimore Way.
You already know, man. If you ain't cool and getting the grain, you're in the way. That's just basic.
You gotta get out the way. That's what he said.
Exactly, man.
What's going on YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. For a lot of people, if they didn't grow up a certain kind of way, they might not understand the way other individuals think. For example, if you grew up in a household with both of your parents, a lot of love and attention, and was not raised off of survival, for you, the kid outside looking for love in the streets and acting out for attention could seem hard to relate to. Environments shape us in ways we don't even think about until we get older. If you come from the trenches around drugs, poverty, guns, and shootings, your mindset and the way you think and move will always be different from an individual who saw people going to work every day, had family vacations, and ate at the dinner table with their mother and father every night. The streets is full of trauma and pain, individuals looking for acceptance. So for some to find that brotherhood, they join gangs. It gives you a false sense of security, feeling like you are stronger with your peoples around you. You start to feel like it's us against everybody. And some get so caught up in their flag and their brotherhood that they will do whatever to gain that favor or to have rank in that gang. Revenge is not nothing new in the streets. An eye for an eye. You hurt one of mine, I hurt two of yours. But sometimes we can be so thirsty for payback, not realizing the consequences of our actions can last a lifetime. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be taking it all the way back to 2013 to discuss the case of a night out in the city with friends that turned into a plot for gang revenge. Back in 2013, 26-year-old Ricky Horton, nicknamed Purple Boy by family and friends, was navigating life in Baltimore. Ricky described as outgoing, loyal, a man who loved his family and peoples. He would do anything to protect them. Ricky, for the most part, did a good job at staying out the way and out of trouble. He had a minor run-in with police when he was younger, but nothing major. In the early 2000s, in Ricky's era, gangs from Cali had flooded Baltimore hard, and a lot of hoppers looking for that brotherhood and love soaked up the knowledge laid down from them by the Bloods and Crips and picked a side. Ricky became a Blood and took his flag and love for his gang very serious. He rotated with a lot of individuals, mostly from the set, and of course, with gangs and street life, you take losses and people become targets. Ricky had a lot of friends who had lost their lives or had been shot in the streets of Baltimore, so he had to be on point when he was outside. In another part of town was another young man, 25-year-old Sean Rhodes. On January 12th, 2013, Sean was enjoying the night, about to hit the town. Him, his girlfriend, his girlfriend's brother, who we will call Ty, and also Ty's girlfriend, on a double date tip. They headed out and rode through the city. They hit one club, now late into the night, going into the next morning. While at the spot having a few drinks, another group was also in attendance. Ricky, his girlfriend Ted, who he had only been with for a few weeks, and a few of his homies. When Ricky looked over and saw Sean, he told his peoples, "Yo look like the dude who shot my mans." Everybody brushed it off at first, but Ricky locked in on Sean, stating, "Yeah, that's yo. He shot blood," talking about one of his comrades in the gang. Sean and his peoples was unaware of the attention on them. They just was drinking and enjoying the night. They left that club as it was closing, but not ready to go in the house yet. They headed to another spot, an after-hour joint on North Avenue. Not knowing, Ricky left at the same time as them and told his peoples to follow them. As Sean and his peoples went inside the joint, Ricky sat in the car. Him and his peoples waited patiently. When they left out, Ricky walked up to Sean and shot him once in the head, close range, then pointed the gun at the group. Ty jumped in front of his sister and was also shot. Ricky then ran back to the whip with his peoples waiting. As his girlfriend sat in the back seat scared, he told the driver to drive a few blocks. Then he told them to stop. He ordered everybody out the car, pointed a gun at Ted, and yelled out, "If you not blood, then you die," before shooting her in the face and stomach. She fell to the ground and played like she was gone as the car sped off. BPD was called to the first scene at the club to find Sean and Ty both suffering from gunshot wounds. Ty was in stable condition, but Sean would unfortunately pass away from his injuries. Everybody in the group told police they were ambushed, but they didn't know who the shooter was or what the situation was about. A few minutes later, police got another call to the alley where Ted was shot at. She was rushed to a local hospital, and fortunately, she would survive her injuries. She told police she was out with Purple, referring to Ricky, when he saw someone that he thought shot a fellow gang member. She stated after that, the night went left. He stalked Sean before ambushing them outside of the club. After the fact, he tried to take her life because she wasn't a blood member and he didn't want to leave any witnesses. After she was shot, she played dead. She was able to point Ricky out in a photo lineup, and a few weeks later, he was picked up and charged with first-degree hit, 2 attempts, and other charges, with Ted being the state's key witness. As the case made its way to trial, prosecutors painted a picture of a man who was only focused on gang life and revenge. They stated Ricky didn't even know if Sean was the actual shooter who shot his friend. He just wanted more rank in the gang. Ted took the stand and ran down all the events from that night. After that, Ricky's attorney tried to help the case by stating, yeah, his client was out with friends when a shooting took place, which wasn't uncommon for Baltimore, but they were sitting in the car and drove off soon as it happened and went home. But the key witness, Ted, was also shot and was certain her boyfriend Ricky was the one who shot her. With that, he was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences plus 90 years in prison. Ricky has put in for multiple appeals, but as of now, he has lost all of them and is still serving his time. Rest in peace to Sean. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. I don't know if he shot Ricky's homie or not. They both were from 2 totally different parts of the city, and I would think if Sean was living life like that, he would have been more on point. Either way, it's crazy to go from being out with your friends and your girlfriend and in a split decision turn that to a homicide and 2 attempts, landing you in prison for life. I know when our peoples get hurt, sometimes you want revenge, and in certain environments, court is handled in the streets, but at what cost? Your mans who was shot wasn't even with y'all that night to verify Sean was the one who did that. You crash out with no verification, then try to knock off your girl because she wasn't with it or wasn't a blood. Nothing about the situation was thrown out. And when you act off impulse, this is usually how it ends. But I want to leave this one open for discussion. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about the situation. Leave it in the comments. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Sean. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Be sure to tap that like button if you're feeling the content. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. That's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.